Hello students, today we're going to do some IXL practice with similar triangles theorems or postulates. So before we start, I want to remind you that there are three um, theorems that you could use when proving or checking to see if two triangles are similar. And they are side. If all three corresponding sides are proportional. There's side. Um, if two sides and an angle in between, if two sides are proportional and the angle in between those two sides are congruent. And then we have angle. If two corresponding angles of each triangle are equal, then you can say that they are similar. Okay. Now notice similar is not congruent. Okay. Similar just simply mean that the triangle could be enlarged or shrink um, proportionally. All right, guys. Let's try this one. We have two similar triangles, and they're telling us that they're similar. And let's take a look at their angles. Now, none of the sides are marked, so we're not going to have side or side. We can only use angle. So we have to check to see if the corresponding angles are congruent. So we have 24 and 32, 50 and 50. So far we have 50 matched with 50. However, if you look at this acute angle on both of them, this is 24 and that's 32. Now, usually, if the angles look the same, I would say, okay, go ahead and find out what U is. Go ahead and find out what R is. But as you can see, these two triangles are not congruent to each other. So as long as one of the angles are not congruent, then the triangles are not similar. So I'm going to hit no. Submit. Yeah, you go. All right. So now I can jump level. So if I go through some that are sort of repetitive, I'm going to start jumping level. Okay, this one is not. This one, they're giving you sides. Now keep in mind, the sides are not supposed to be equal. The sides are supposed to be proportional, which means if you take the corresponding sides and you divide them, they should all equal to the same value, right? So now here's the thing. You kind of have to look at this and say, okay, which side corresponding to which side, right? um, so let's look at the first triangle. Look at the longest one. The longest one is 50, right? So that should match up to the longest one on the second one, which is 52. So what you do is you take 50, you divide it by 52. Okay, so that's the first one. I take open your calculator. Let me drag this over here. So I'm going to do 50 divide by 52. Okay, and whatever the number is, that number, so you remember that number. Every time you divide any of the other one, it has to equal to that number. And if it doesn't, they're not proportional. They're not similar. Okay. All right. So we did the longest side. Let's take the second longest side. So 46. 46 should match up to the second longer one, which is 38. Oh, which means the shorter one would be 34 and 34. Well, they cannot equal. They have to be proportional. If they are equal, then the rest of these would be equal to each other. So I'm just going to say no before I even do any more testing. There you go. All right, let's check out this one. So they only give us angles. So we have a 30 matches to a 30, and a 33 does not match to a 49. So let's say maybe the other one is 49. Let's say 180 minus 33 minus 30. Let's see if it's 49. Nope, it's not 49. So that means this angle does not equal to that one does not equal to that one, or that one, and so we don't have similarity. So I sit no. Okay. Awesome. All right. These problems seem to be repetitive. Oops, my internet connection is unstable. Uh-oh. I hope that goes away. 56 matches with 56, and this angle marking matches with that angle marking. So we have two angles. So that's good enough for us to say they are similar. Okay, now we have to say which one. Okay, same thing. We name them by that same order that I did. Okay, the marked angle, the label angle, and then the unmarked angle. So it'll be UVT. UVT. All right. And again, marked angle, given angle, and unmarked angle. Okay. So it will be PQ, PQR. Submit. Ta-da. All right, repetitive. So I'm gonna jump level just so that we can see maybe more enriched type of problem, a little bit more challenging. Same thing. These are not similar because look at the angles; they're not the same. Okay. All right. Next one. Okay, I'm gonna jump level again because these are starting to repeat. Right. So here are the angles. Theorems, by the way: SSS, SAS, and AA. Or if they are not similar or they cannot be proven similar, you select this option. Okay. 68 and 53, so it's AA. Okay. And then now we have to name them. Okay, I'm gonna start. So here's the thing: you can do it anyway, but I usually start with the unmarked, and then the smaller one, and then the larger one. So I can do unmarked. Unmarked is F. Smaller one is G, and then the larger one is H. Okay. Same thing on the other side. Unmarked is W. Smaller one is U. Larger one is V. Okay. If you have a convention for yourself, you're never gonna mess up. Okay. Submit. All right. I'm gonna jump level again because that's repetitive. Okay. Next level. Okay. Here's a little bit more challenging when the triangles are drawn together. So let's take a look at this. Okay. 49 matches with 49. So far we have one set of angles that are congruent. We need another set. Well, another set, now remember, every time the two lines do this, you have vertical angles. And vertical angles are always congruent. So this vertex R give you two vertical angles. So there, you could actually mark this when you have a picture, they're not going to mark them for you. So I can say that this is angle. Okay, similarity. What am I doing? Okay, now I have to name them. Okay, now again, you can start naming them with the vertical angle and then the given angle if you want to, and then the other angle. Or you can do unmarked, little, marked. Unmarked, little, big. Unmarked, little, big. Okay, so I'm going to do RSV for the first one, for the large one. So RSV. And then the small one, I'm going to do the same thing. Vertical angle, little one. How do I know this is little one? Because it's 34, okay? And then 49. So RUT, RUT. And submit. And there you go. Fantastic. Let's try it one more time, okay? Try this one more time. All right, what do we have here? We have J, which is vertical angle, so they are congruent. And then let's check the other one out. Okay, we have 39 and 49 and 31 here, and then we have 35 here. So technically, we only have one pair of congruent angles, and that's not enough for us to prove. We need at least two pairs of congruent angles. So I'm gonna hit none of the above. Submit. Okay. All right, we're almost in the challenge zone, guys. So this one, okay. All right, this one, let's take a look at this one. There are two triangles sitting on top of each other, right? And so they're asking you if these are similar. Now, to be similar, you have to be proportional. So all I have to do is check the proportionality of these segments. So I can do 35 over 50 and then 14 over 20. Because if that's true, if they both produce the same number, then I know that this line is parallel to that line, and the little triangle is similar to the large triangle on the outside. So let's try that, okay? So we're going to do 35 divided by 50, and then it's going to give me a value. I'm going to remember that it's 0.7, and then I'm going to do 14 divided by 20. If this gives me 0.7 also, then I know they are similar, okay? Yes. Okay. So now I can hit yes. They are similar. And now I have to name them. Okay. That is very, very easy. I'm going to start with the common vertex. Common vertex is right here, which is I. And then I'm going to travel. You can either go to the small side first or the large side first. I'm going to do the small side first. Okay. So I'm going to travel clockwise, I guess. Yeah, clockwise. So I'm going to go I, H, J for the little one. Okay. I'm going to do I, HJ for the little one. For the large one, I'm going to travel the exact same direction, and I'm going to start at the exact same location. So I'm going to start at I, and I go clockwise to G, and then to F. Okay, so IGF. That's not F. There you go. IGF. Ta-da! Yay! Okay. You know what? I'm gonna have to do like 10 problems in order for us to get to 100, and this video is gonna be long. Okay. Uh, which rules explains why these triangles are similar? Okay, so you just have parallel lines. If these lines are parallel, let's review real quick. Every time you have parallel lines and a transversal that cut through, so this line is a transversal, this line is a transversal because they cut through the two parallel lines, right? So we have two sets of transversals. Well, whenever that happens, there are some angles that are formed, and some of these angles are actually congruent to each other. So let's review them. We have corresponding angles, same side interior, same side exterior. Those pairs of angles are actually congruent to each other. So notice angle D right here on this side is congruent to angle E because they're corresponding, right? And also angle G down here, or up here, congruent to angle F up here. So that means we have two sets of angles that are congruent. So that is enough for us to say they are similar by angle. And now we're going to name them. Okay, so to name these, again, start with H, which is the common angle. That's the one that they share, right? Okay, so we're going to start with H. There's a different way of looking at this, but all you need is two angles, two sets of angles that are congruent. All right, so I start with H. I go clockwise, so D, and then G. Okay, so H, D, G for the little one. For the big one, start with the same angle, which is H, and then I go clockwise, which is E, and then F. So H, E, F, and ta-da! It gave me 1 point. What did I say? I'm gonna have to do 10 problems to get to 100. So if you've had enough of me, you can just stop this video and try your practice. Otherwise, stick around. All right. Are these similar? I don't think so, but let me check. Does it look could be deceiving? I mean, these are not parallel, certainly, right? So I'm just going to check the proportion to see if, or the ratio to see if it's true. 50 compared to 28, nah. 22 compared to 20, 22 is barely bigger than 20, but 50 is very big compared to 28. So right off the bat, you don't even have to do the math to know that these are not proportional, right? So I'm going to hit no. Just a very good guess without doing my work, but I'm very confident. There you go. Which rule explains, again, I'm looking at these and these lines do not look like they're parallel, okay? But technically you can't really assume that. Somebody could be messing with our heads, but we need to look at the numbers. So 22 compared to 9 versus 50 compared to 31. 22, let's do the math. I don't know. They could be reasonable. I can't guess this. 22 divided by 9. Okay. And then I'm going to do, so 2.4, and then I'm do 50 divided by 31. I'm leaning towards not similar, but who knows. 31, because the lines don't look parallel. Yeah, they're not similar. Okay, so my first guess was right, so they're not similar. So I'm going to say, yeah. Okay. Okay, again, these lines don't look parallel either, so they might not be similar, but I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to do 21 divided by 11. I tend to always take the larger number and divide it by the smaller number. I don't know why. Okay, you could do 11 divided by 21 if you want, right? So I'm going to do 21 divided by 11. 21 divided by 11. And then enter, and then I'm going to do 39 divided by 37. Remember, large divided by small. And then they are not the same values, so I'm going to say, no, they are not similar. Ta-da. Okay, 4 more problems. Which will explain, okay, again, okay, these are like repetitive now, okay? 47 divided by 42, 19 divided by 12. Let's do that. Okay, 47. One of these days, they're going to trick me. They're going to draw the lines like that, and I'm going to assume, okay, and then I'm going to get it wrong. 40. So just to be safe, always check. 47 divided by 42, and then 19 divided by 12. Divided by 12. Okay, are they the same? Nope. So they are not similar. Ta-da. Okay, 97. Okay, let's check this one. The vertical angles right here where G is, those are congruent. And then we have a 56 and then a 59. So 56 doesn't match with any of these, so they are not congruent, okay? Because I don't have two angles that are congruent, so I need two. I only have one pair that are congruent, so that's not enough for me to prove. Submit. One more. Hang in there, guys. We're almost there. The light is at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so these lines look like they're parallel, so I'm gonna check. Okay, I'm gonna do 16 divided by 11, and then 48 divided by 33. So I'm gonna do 16 divided by 11. Oh, that's not 16 divided by 11. That's 16 divided by 1. Hello. 11. Thank you. 1.45. I'm going to do 48 divided by 33. All right, good. So those two sides are the same. Now, why am I just checking two sides? Why did I not check the third one? Well, because this angle right here is congruent to itself. So they share that same angle, which means you already have a pair of angles that are the same. So I can just do side, angle, side for this similarity. Okay, and then to name them again, start with the given shared angle, which is V, and then go counterclockwise. So V W U. Okay, just a convention that I create that I picked for myself that I'm always going to do. So so that I always do the same thing. Okay, so I don't get confused. And then here we go. V S T. V S T. V S T. All right. No problem. Yes, 99. Okay. We haven't missed any. That's so awesome. Okay, again, vertical angles are the same. 48 doesn't match with any of the 54 or 32, so I don't have enough information. I'm going to hit no. And then submit. Yes, we are at 100%. Congratulations. You guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. I hope that was helpful, and I apologize if this video is too long. Okay, bye-bye.